Hi everyone and welcome to my channel Hisame Artwork. In this video I'm going to talk about self-publishing and printing using Lulu KaBlam and other print-on-demand companies. Sorry for the delay. I know I've been promising this video for a long time. It's just that now I finally have the time to show you guys, because I have my book printed in so many versions and I'm gonna go over all of them. Hopefully the video will not be too long. Here are the stickers. I'm gonna take these away a bit. So the first thing I did was to do the booklet at home by myself, and I printed it with my printer. I used a Canon printer. I initially bought an Epson, but it had so many problems. It collapsed. It broke completely. So in the end I had to go get a Canon and print it. So this is how it looks, and this is as big as you can make the booklet. It can only print 19 by 14 inches, so that is a big canvas, but the paper that you can find usually, and the paper that you can use for the cover and for the paper inside, those are usually pretty limited. So even then, with the ink and everything, I could still only make the book $10 for just 33 colored pages, which is not the best. So that's why I decided to go and get a print-on-demand company to do them for me, because they can do it at much better prices than me. The quality is pretty good. The paper is not waterproof, unfortunately. The only thing I could do waterproof was the cover by laminating it in plastic. I mean, you can do that for all of the pages, but then it would be really thick, and then it would be hard to get the I don't know how to call these in English, but you know, to catch the paper in the middle. So that was the homemade one, and it's 8.5 by 5.5 inches. Because I'm in the US now, so I'm using US paper, which is in inches. After all the trials and tests, I've come to the conclusion that buying from Lulu Color 9 by 6 inches was the best. And also this version is allowed to be on global reach, which means I can sell it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and eBay. And the paper is waterproof. It's really thick, and there's a minimum limit of pages that you can print with them. So not sure exactly what the limit was for this version. You have to check and see. This one has 43 pages. I'll get back to that a sec, because that was the last version and the current version that I have on my shop, but I went through some other versions. And also I tried KaBlam. Now, it depends on which country you're in. You might have different options, what state you're in, and so on. So this is the version from KaBlam Color, 9 by 6 inches. It's $3 and 37 pages. And it's actually cheaper, because I allowed them to have advertising in the back. So if I didn't do that, it would be, I don't know, $4 or something like that. I'm not sure. The prices may have changed. This was done 2 years ago. I've just been postponing this video forever and ever. This is how it looks. Paper's nice. It's good. They're good for comics. The colors are very vibrant. Everything looks nice. I'm pleased with how they printed, but I'm not pleased with the price, and I'm not pleased with the thickness. You know, I did this book for kids, so they might be a little bit rougher with the books, so that's why this one, I mean, this one's thick. You can't even bend it unless you put a lot of effort into it. Well, this one is flimsy. But, I mean, this is for kids that are not rough with their books. This is also from Lulu. It's very similar. It has fewer pages. This version is not on global reach, so you can only buy the book on Lulu. You cannot buy this on Amazon. and that's because it had some information missing, so you gotta be careful about that, the formatting. So you can see here I start with the first page, but if you want it to be on global reach, you have to have a cover page like this, and then you have to have a publishing information. So you cannot put your book on global reach without this book title, the Hisame code, the copyright, and optional I put that it was printed by Lulu, just because I think they did a good job and I wanted them to be put there in case, anybody else wants to know with who they can print. Maybe they get an idea. Oh, I can print with Lulu. Let's see their prices, their options, their offers for my location. And also you have to have white pages in the back. You cannot print this, you cannot distribute this in the Global Reach program, which includes Amazon, Barnes & Noble, eBay, and so on, without these extra pages. So you gotta be really careful about that, because they're gonna reject your offer, and it takes so long before they get back to you, so it's gonna take forever before you can correct and put it up again. This is the cheaper paper in the big format. So this is 10 by 6, and it's a different comic book format. The standard is 9 by 6. I wanted more, 10 by 6, but then this version is not available for global reach. Do not ask me why, I don't know. Maybe they changed that in all these years that have passed, but it's best you always check to see what's been updated. Now this paper is thin, is not waterproof, but it's $4 compared to the $9 that is the one that I think is the best option. I actually have these two versions on my shop, in case people can't afford the $9 version and they think that their kids will not completely rip it apart and spill juice, and maybe the dog won't eat it. So they can opt for the thinner version, the more sensitive one. Okay, so also I want to tell you guys, to be careful with the page count. I had to do this twice, because the first time I didn't get the page count right. So I did the first page, I put the information, I put table of content, everything, but then the middle map got displaced because I didn't do the calculations right. So you see my map here is fractured, so this is the bad version, and here in the good version my map is in the middle, and it's the way it's supposed to be. So if you have something like this, and it's important to have the right page count number. Of course, it helps you if you write down below what pages are, which one you start with. This one you don't count it, neither this one, and you kind of start usually on the first page, and then you number this one too when the content starts. Of course, my book has a little bit of a stranger format. You're gonna have introductions, prologues, and other things like that for normal novels. But if you have illustrations or things like that that are important, be sure to get the page count right so it doesn't get shifted and fractured like I showed you. And this is the big version as well. This is the cheapest format that I can possibly get on Lulu and pretty much anywhere else. I haven't been able to see it if I can get lower than this. And the cover is colored, but the inside is black and white. And this is the cheapest version that you can opt for on Lulu. And a lot of other places, usually they'll not be able to do it below the $2. Of course, the prices might change. This video is filmed in 2017. Who knows what the prices will be next year. So, hope this helped you. Thank you for watching. If you have any more questions or suggestions about videos, information you want me to tell you, let me know in the comments below, and I will try my best to answer your questions. Thank you. Bye bye.